Hello and welcome to this episode of Haunted Histories being recorded on the hottest day that the UK has ever seen. So if you hear my voice starting to do that, it's because I'm melting. I am melting. I mean, I'm in the south of the UK as well. So we know that it was well over 40 degrees here during the day. And as I was telling my guest, we don't have aircon in this country. In fact, I did read that the government's recommendation, if you're too hot, was either go to church, because the churches are nice and cold, or don't do all your shopping in one go. Spread it out so you can spend more time in the supermarkets that are air conditioned. Is a lovely young gentleman who I met when I was lucky enough to be one of the special guests at the Festival of the Unexplained earlier this year. And I can say he's one of those people who, when I first met him, I thought he doesn't like me very much. He's not speaking to me. He's not interacting. And then I worked out he's one of those watchers. He's one of those people who sits in the corner and watches until he decides whether he likes you. And I realized he actually did like me when he offered to help me get up on a bench so that I could talk to everyone when I was doing the Bosworth thing, because he's quite tall and I'm quite short. It's the wonderful, the lovely, that never let him near your phone unlocked, Mr. Daniel Klaes. Hello, my lovely. How are you?
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm home. Hinsdale House is what you're famous for.
Yes.
In fact, if I put this on, I don't know if I'll put this on the video, but just behind your head is a nice poster. Is that the film that was made of?
No, this is actually a giant recreation of Andy's ad that he put in Haunted Magazine that I had put on my wall.
Okay.
So this is just it was a promotional ad for Hinsdale House, and I just liked it so much that I blew it up and threw it into a big frame, put it on my wall.
He's rather bloody talented, that Mr. Saw, isn't he?
He certainly is. And it's not being looked at. It's only everybody focuses on this failed exorcism in the 1970s. Yeah. Not that that's not important or a good story, but in order to find out what's making it tick, you really need to dive in more. And that's what I started doing. And it was weeks before the house is to be torn down. All the electrical and ductwork was ripped out of it. It was a shell ready to be torn down. And I was in the kitchen, and I actually have it documented on my YouTube station. And just me, the co-founder of my paranormal group, the manager of the house at the time, Michelle, and a camera guy.
For Hinsdale. Go on, you say the county name because I can't say it.
Cattaraugus.
That's the one. He was born in 1989. I believe he was 17, and he was having a row with his dad, and he threw a chair at him and killed him. Head injury. He'd also hurt his mum at the same time. Apparently he just flipped out for no reason, and threw this chair at his dad, and fractured his skull, and that ultimately killed him. Now, then I couldn't find a lot about him, what happened to him. I know he was 17, but then it looks like this was the interesting thing. He died in 1895. So whatever he would have been, I did work out how old he was when he died. He was 21, I believe, when he died. And the address all it gives for his death thing is Auburn, New York State. Now, obviously, Auburn. Yeah. So I'm wondering if he died in the prison at Auburn, because obviously that was quite a well-known prison, wasn't it? Because what I did also find is 2 years beforehand, he was in Allegheny County Jail.
Yes.
And he was part of an escape of a load of prisoners who's escaped from there 2 years previously. Now, the reason I thought it was interesting was they said it was completely out of character, and they were farmers. And he apparently lost it and threw this chair at his dad and killed him. And interesting one. But
you think maybe he got enchanted?
That was my thinking.
Maybe.
That makes me wonder what's going through the water down there in Hinsdale.
It's pretty good.
Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Is that a face?
You'll be